alarming. We all just like, wow.
You're lying.
Hello.
Hello.
We're live.
Hi.
We're live, and there's a black stool behind our couch.
Have you guys ever noticed it? It's been here forever. And we used to have a candelabra on it.
Yep.
Now it's just naked.
It is. It's sitting there. It's producer Scott's like, oh my God, there's a black stool behind the couch.
And you guys missed it. Our lights weren't on right there, and Neil just was like, yeah, did like this unnecessary dive roll over the top of the couch to turn them on.
Like total like 80s car dive.
Yeah.
You know, woo.
There's one of those
slow motion. There was an explosion behind him.
Yeah, there's one of those in this movie tonight too. There is an unnecessary dive roll of
Thank
sorts.
God for it too.
Oh my God! So we'll talk about. We'll talk
so
about
great.
it. We'll talk about it. We're gonna. In fact, what we're talking about tonight, Dreamscape.
Yay!
And I put this in the chat as like a joke, but I almost call it Dream Scrape and Dream Scrap. So just know when I'm talking about this movie. That's all.
When I get my pap smears, like I get a dream scrape. So that's what I do.
Really funny from someone who doesn't have a vagina.
Who told you?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
She's seen it. It's true. She helps me wipe. So.
Whoa.
It's,
Anyway.
it's the glamorous life of the
Welcome
cult
to
show.
the Cult Show. We have fun and games. We have everything you want.
We
Anyway.
don't have enough money for that, so stop saying
don't.
those words.
That's right. Sorry. It is Friday night. We are here together in the studio where we are meant to be.
Yes. Our natural habitat. Yeah.
They feed us. They throw fish at us.
We do little tricks and we splash the people with water and they love it.
They love it. They just stare at us for hours.
Oh my God, I'm having Free Willy flashbacks. That movie's traumatizing as fuck, am I right? Free Willy?
Not when the whale's jumping over the jetty and Michael Jackson's playing. That's like
Oh yeah.
that's like pure awesome right
Weren't
there.
you like 30 when that movie came
No,
out?
probably. But
Oh yeah, we were working at Airport Alert 76912 when that movie came out. That's like every episode of the Cult Show. That's all you need to know. Where was Caleb and Neil working at that time? Which theater?
I was actually 30 years old when they invented cinema. Just so you know. Thank you very much.
You made that bargain with the painting and the whole thing. You look great.
Thank you. Yeah. Me and Thomas Jefferson were like that. Anyway,
Yikes.
what's in your cup?
Big yikes. I've got a delicious sparkling cherry effervescent beverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice and nondescript.
Yeah.
We are drinking.
Well, I think I described it pretty well, actually.
You did.
Yeah, you nailed it.
We've got the Francis Coppola Apocalypse Now
Apocalypse
Cabernet.
Meow.
Right meow.
Right meow.
Yeah.
And this is the 2017.
2017 cab.
Which I really like the red gradient on here. And
Yes.
of course he always has the zoetrope, if it's the zoetrope brand, but this one's got like the little red foil one.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty bottle.
It's a nice bottle. Actually, I have a few of these because we did the Apocalypse Now screening at one of the theaters, and then we also sold the wine. So I kept a few because I thought they were really cool.
Apocalypse Now, so that was like one of those family movies where you brought the kids and it was like, it was good, yeah.
Yep. They know all about this film because they hear me all the time incoherently babbling like Dennis Hopper or
Grimes
Marlon
and
Brando.
Elon Musk, their baby has seen Apocalypse Now. She said that he has like really good taste. Like the baby's seen Apocalypse Now
Really?
already, yeah.
wow. love the smell of dirty diaper in the morning. It's kind of like, it's kind of my thing.
Can't say I miss that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, cool. So we're doing Dreamscape.
We're doing
which means
Dreamscape.
Scape.
Dreamscape.
All right. So we can cheers then.
Cheers, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
My beverage smells so good.
That is some cab.
That's a cab.
That's a cab right there.
Someone call Neil a cab.
It's call me the cab.
Pour him into a cab. Pour him a cab.
That is a very Colonel Kurtz cab right there.
Colonel. Oh.
For you Apocalypse Now fans.
Oh yeah, and what a fan base it is still.
Actually, I'm a really big fan.
I know, but it's just like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're a really big fan of like Schindler's List. Like it's like like oh yeah, really intense movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I could tell you some stories, man. I've been in the thick of it when I've been watching Apocalypse Now. So.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Caleb, who's with us this eve?
Well, it's Friday night and I ain't got nobody. Oh, wait, I'm kidding.
I got my money and.
So from Minnesota, we've got Enoch, my little big brother.
A little
He's
big brother.
bigger than I am.
Enoch with the booty.
A little big brother.
I think we retired that.
Oh. I didn't get the memo.
We so did. It was live. It was here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
From East Washington, we've got Mark Vision's Truth.
Hello, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Mark's Vision's Truth. All the way from Australia, we've got Hugh Jackman, but he also goes by
Hungry. Hello, Hugh.
It's a whole ruse, but we're on to you, buddy. We know.
We know it's you.
Cooey, hungry,
We thank you for
cooey.
being here, Mr. Jackman. From Pismo, we've got Pismo Mark. He doesn't like to play our games, but thank you for being here. We really, really appreciate
I love
it,
it.
friend.
From Pismo.
Oh, Mark.
Pismo.
Caleb's throwing the shade.
You know what? We're gonna throw it down.
Shade?
It's not shade.
Shit, he didn't like our game.
It's more
Okay.
like a throw down.
Thank you.
Will you play the game? Pick up the gauntlet.
My God, I'm sorry if you took it that way. No shade.
Okay.
No shade.
No, Caleb will just be rude to your
We've
face. No
got
shade.
Miss Movie Buff Laura is here, and we've also got, I forgot you last week,
Oh no.
but I'm not forgetting you this time. We have Mindy.
You forgot her last week?
I did, and she called me on it in chat.
The fuck?
Said, I've been here the whole time, and I'm sorry. Just
Laura.
getting it all wrong.
Mindy,
Getting it all wrong.
Look at one.
welcome.
That's so rude. Those are my girls.
Yep.
I know.
Sorry, girls.
I know. I felt really bad.
Yeah. How dare you, sir?
Sorry. Glasses, can't see. I don't know.
Glasses can't see.
Who are you?
Words.
Who's
I don't.
talking?
Dreamscape.
It's because he's in the shade. He's in the shade over there.
He's shady.
My God.
He's hella shady.
What?
Yes.
Ooh,
Whoa.
ooh. If you heard that, something maybe expensive just broke in the basement.
Uh-oh.
It's
It's
fine.
by your foot, Scott, whatever it is.
You know
anyway,
what? It's fine.
it's fine. Things fall apart here randomly. What happens?
Well, you know, we do have
Hey,
a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then joining us live in the studio,
Michael B.
Michael B. Michael B.
And because sometimes we forget him, thank you to everybody that watches us not live.
Yep.
Thank you to the turkey
Absolutely.
lurkies that don't want to chat. And thank you especially to the people of the pod.
The podcasters.
Yeah.
Castees.
Absolute.
Cast-offs.
Castaways.
Castaways.
Wilson and Tom Hanks.
Wilsons.
That's right.
The Wilsons. What else you got? What's going on?
What else we got? What's going on with you guys? She's looking at my list, but that's
I know.
my list.
I like to look. Well, it's not your list. It's the
It is my
show's
list.
outline.
I know. You take such good notes, Neil.
I know. He like types his
I know.
notes.
Why don't I get a copy of that?
It's
Because it's
really-
my list.
I know. I can just see it because it's got the outline.
I do my homework.
Oh,
Trying to steal my homework.
You're like, you can look at it, but just change it so that they won't know.
Will
that,
you
yeah.
type up my notes too then?
I know, right? Mine looks like gobbledygook. Mine,
Okay.
I have Unabomber handwriting when
Maybe
I
run
do
it through a
this.
spell check. 3 or
Preview
4
tonight's show
times.
done. Cheers done.
Cheers done. Join us
What's
tonight done. Oh,
What's up? What's up?
What's up? I did watch a movie, which is going to probably be a future episode of Spooky Slumber Party,
Okay, cool.
called Patchwork.
Ah.
And it's on Shudder, and it's a horror comedy. Watched it with Emma, and we didn't know it was like a horror comedy, and it's really, really funny, which is like high praise because I don't think a lot of horror comedies are that funny. And it's kind of gory, but like not super gory, a little bit body horror-ish. Really fun, and we're watching it. We're like, oh my god, this is really, really good. And then we immediately like FaceTimed Kelly, and we're like, we got to review this movie. It's like it's very perfect for spooky slumber party vibe. Did that. What did you read? Oh, you know what I'm really excited for?
What?
By the time we all meet next, I will have seen the new Saw movie.
Ah.
And you wore your Billy socks.
Well, you can't see him probably very well, but
Oh god, you're gonna kick me in the face. No, Jesus.
I got Billy.
Got Billy. He wants to play a game.
He wants to play. He does. So.
I am a bit of a Saw fan. I don't love every movie in the franchise, but I like a fair share of them, or I at least have a good time watching them. I think they're fun and gross, and I really like Jigsaw. I think Jigsaw's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of weird because I thought like I've seen 1 through 4 or 5. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
And they started off. I thought the first one was just Like I thought Carrie Elway's acting was horrendous.
That was not his role, man. That
was
was
really
not
bad.
his role.
It
Yeah.
was horrendous.
Oh,
was
hi,
like-
gory bits. I see gory bits.
Gory.
Gory bits.
And then 2 got better, and then 3 got better than that.
I love 2 and 3. Yeah.
And then I can't remember. I think 4 may have then started to. I can't recall.
Well, it was kind of then it started to really go like you either like him or you don't like
Okay.
him or you're just
Yeah.
having fun with it. But I just really like the character of Jigsaw.
And Tobin Bell's dope.
He's so dope.
Yeah.
But I just I've had a lot of people in my life that have had cancer and still do have a lot of people in my life that has cancer, and I love like a bad guy that has cancer because cancer patients are sometimes depicted as these like saintly, like angelic people who are like so close to death and so spiritual, and like sometimes they're just really fucking pissed off cancer patients, and it's like love that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, y'all are gonna pay.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Same thing in Saint Maud, the character of Amanda who has cancer. She's like a badass cancer patient too.
I got to watch that still. Same.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I know. I want to see it.
So I'm excited to talk about Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Awesome.
Nice. Excellent. My turn?
Go for
All
it.
right. I finished reading Good Omens. I can't remember if I said that last week.
Not that you finished it.
I'd started it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I finished reading it. I smashed through the entire television show. It's great. I loved it. Thought it was so good.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did I do?
did you?
I watched The Loved Ones.
That we talked about,
that
and
you
we did a
talked about
Spooky
on
Slumber
Spooky
Party.
Slumber Party.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So.
You watched it too, I know.
I watched it too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. You liked
Yeah.
it too?
I did. I liked it. Yeah. I was worried when you
Fun.
said that it was a little TP, and I was like, but you know what? She's talking so much about it, and since I, want to be able to throw in her face that she never watches the films that I recommend, but I keep watching the films that she
We have
recommends.
been over this so many times. It's
Nope.
because whenever there's a movie that I want to see that I haven't seen that you love, I'm not allowed to watch it without you. And so then it's like, okay. So then we have to like get together and watch the movies, which is not a problem, but
It's a
double standard that I'm held to.
Yeah.
I'm glad
It was
you
a good
guys
film.
liked it.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it quite a
It
bit. I
was-
loved
Yeah.
the lead.
Lola.
The lead antagonist. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loved her a lot. Loved her dad.
Am I not pretty enough?
Yeah, I mean the cringy relationship between the two of them.
Oh, it's so gross, but it's like
the milk
so good.
drinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was just like
Bad
all
guys
bad
drink
guys
milk?
always drink milk. Yep.
Boom.
With
there
the
it is.
chicken. Oh, it's
Yeah.
just disgusting.
Yeah, it's so yeah, The Loved Ones on is it Shudder? Where was it on?
No, it was
No,
on
it's
Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
If you have an account, it's
Amazon.
free.
Yeah, The
Yeah.
Loved Ones, Australian film. It's a pretty good film.
so good.
Again, coming from someone who's not a fan of torture porn, this does dive into that, but it's a lot better.
In
Can I say the porn? Because you kept calling it prawn. Is that a
I
thing?
was just saying prawn to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Because like it feels just I don't
We
know.
don't know anymore.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think it's okay I think you can still say torture porn. but I just like to call it tortured prawn because I think it's hilarious. It's just like this prawn. And
You switch the 2 letters and it becomes a whole new word.
Right.
That's a whole new word, whole new
I know.
prawn.
I'm just
whole new
envisioning like
prawn.
this little prawn.
Yeah, that's just like touching people with its prawn tail.
No one escapes the Spanish Inquisition.
That's the prawn for you. I'm glad you guys liked it. What else? Anything else? That's.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yay, I'm so glad you watched it. Makes me so happy.
And that's my main thing too, is that I watched The Loved Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So recommended.
There was no cooeys in that movie though.
You know what?
You know what? Yeah, if there was one thing missing,
Yeah.
it was some cooeys.
We need more
It
cooeys.
needed like a fuckload of cooeys.
I was like, are we even in Australia? Because no one's saying cooey. I don't know that we're
I
actually
didn't know.
there.
I was so confused.
No, I'm pretty sure that was like the back lot in Burbank because there was no
Yeah,
Louise.
there was no
Like, nah.
those people aren't real Australians.
Yeah.
No. Fake.
Shenanigans.
Fake.
Fake.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Cool. Well, I guess then that would bring us to, if Scott is standing up, this week in entertainment history.
Oh, we haven't done this in a while.
Yay! It's back. It is back
This week.
this week. It is back this week
It's back this week.
in
This time.
entertainment history.
Hit us,
Sandra,
Neil.
did you know that on this day, May 14th, 1989, was the last airing of the TV shows Family Ties and Moonlighting?
Both of them?
Both
At the same
aired
time?
for the last time. No,
How did
they may
people
have
know
been-
what to watch?
I bet Family Ties was like 8 o'clock-ish, and Moonlighting was probably at 9 o'clock. Plus,
on
one
the-
was NBC, and one was ABC.
Oh.
But the point is, same day.
Family Ties. That was the one Michael J.
Michael J.
Fox
Fox.
was on.
Yeah.
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 I've only seen a couple of episodes of that one. I gotta say.
And don't forget Tina Yothers and Justine Bateman,
Yeah.
Michael Gross,
Yeah.
right, was a dad, and
Yeah.
then Meredith Baxter Burney. And then they had a son somewhere in there towards the end also. No one. I think his name was Brian
Yeah.
Bonsall or something.
If you say so.
Don't quote me on that, but okay. May 14th, 1998
Ooh, that's
was
current.
the last airing day of Seinfeld. Last episode aired
Of Seinfeld.
this day, 1998.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I don't like Seinfeld. I'll be quite honest. It
I've
annoys me.
I've only seen a handful of Seinfeld, so I'm kind of Seinfeld neutral.
I'm more on the other side of it. So I don't care for
yeah,
it. And I don't care for that man. And I can say that because I've
Yeah.
met him, and he is a.
I don't think I'd care for him either. I think he's not my favorite person. But you know who I do love though is
doo-doo.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She's cool.
I love her in like everything. She's amazing. I'm such a huge fan of her.
Yeah.
But sorry I never watched your show, girl. sorry about it. I'm with you now. You know what? Let's not talk about the past, Julia. Let's talk about now. Let's
Move forward. Let's move forward, Julia.
Yeah.
Come on. And then, what's the other guy's name? The shorter Jason.
Alexander.
Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah.
He, of course, we love him because he was in The Burning when he was really young.
Yeah.
So we love him for that.
It's kind of hunky.
Yeah, he was hunky.
And then there's the Kramer. Does
no.
he have a real name? I don't even know.
He went on a
Weird.
He went off
tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
He
can't.
went like that. He did one of those.
Also, let's see. On this day in 1970, Billy Burke passed away. Billy Burke was Glinda, the Good Witch in Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Yep, that's very sad. I'm sorry, Scott. On this day in 1998, Frank Sinatra passed away.
Okay.
I don't remember that
At the
happening.
same time Seinfeld was here.
And I know, right? Last time, Seinfeld. Seinfeld, what did you have to do with Frank Sinatra passing, I wonder?
He had nothing left to live for.
I'm just saying,
Frank Sinatra just said one of my favorite shows that day. I don't know what to
maybe,
do.
or maybe one of Sandra's favorite shows, was it Unsolved Mysteries? Which one did you
Yeah,
love? Who hosted that?
Robert. Yes,
Who
Robert.
passed away on this day in 2003.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Jeez.
It's so emotional.
What is it about this day?
I love him.
I know. Okay, conversely, on this day in 1944, you awake?
No, it was like I felt there was like a pen and it was like kind of coming at me.
Today is George Lucas's birthday.
I did know that. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, George.
Happy birthday to the Waddle.
Nice to him. Be nice to him.
No.
He's a very kind man. He's a very kind
Is he?
man. Yes,
Okay.
I've met him many times. Yes.
Oh, that's right. You used to work there, and then he laid you off. He's so kind. Such a kind man.
quiet, Neil. Don't expose my secrets.
When he did it, he was dressed as an Ewok. He was like,
It makes it a lot easier when they give
Right?
you not a stimulus check, a severance check.
severance check.
They're like,
oh, look, Wicked is here. That's a pink slip. Thanks, Wicked.
thanks. And you're like, yeah, it's okay.
Sanders like, what the fuck?
But you can't be mad. You can't be mad at an
Sandra's
Ewok.
like, I've got a bad feeling about this.
That's right. Robert Zemeckis also born today. Director is Robert Zemeckis, yes.
Wow.
Yep. And then finally, Tim Roth, the wonderful, the awesome Tim Roth.
The occasionally good Tim Roth. I'm just-
What? No.
No, because remember she didn't like him in Four Rooms.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Oh,
that I
come
didn't
on.
like him. That movie was just kind of messy. But no, I like Tim Roth just fine. I think he's great.
I like it, Timmy. Okay, that is it. That concludes this week.
Good job, Neil. Thank
And
you very much.
entertainment history. Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
lived, who died.
Finally, new subscriber alert. Can you read that?
Sure. It is. Hold on. Fashigirled.
Huh?
You heard me.
Huh?
Fashigirled.
Like the
Thank
opera?
you. Yeah. Thank you for being
Fashigirled,
here.
Fashigirled.
Fashigirled. I'm very happy that you are here.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We may have butchered the pronunciation of your name.
I'm assuming that it's
Or
not
it
meant
could
to
be- it
be
could be-
pronounced.
it
I
could
think
be-
it's meant to be like initials.
It could be F. Shay Gerald.
That's kind of what
Shea
I'm
Gerald.
thinking. Yeah.
Okay,
That one's done.
And we're done with that one.
Moving on.
moving on. Sandra,
Neil.
take us there.
Oh my God, Neil throwing papers, throwing the microphone. Okay, so this week, let me turn to my witchy thoughts notebook.
It's like a Disney film, animated
Yeah.
Disney film.
Let me just turn that open.
The book opens.
Should I like, yeah, make all these paper sounds for you for an ASMR show? It's an ASMR podcast and YouTube now. So we talked about Dreamscape, little film from 1984. This stars Dennis Quaid, Denny, as he's known to some. Denny plays a psychic of a few different flavors who has kind of had a little bit of a rough life where he was kind of bounced around. People were doing experiments and trying to kind of crack him a little bit. And he's since used his psychic abilities to kind of live a life of crime and general debauchery and hedonism. So he's having a good time, but he's actually in a lot of trouble because he hasn't paid his taxes. So when Max von Sydow says, you have to be a part of my study, by the way, Christopher Plummer's here too, then we can get you out of that trouble with the IRS because there's actually a government connection, because what we're doing is studying dreams and the ability for one to enter another's dream. And that's something that people who are psychically gifted can do. And from there, a plot is uncovered of conspiracy. I liked my version more than the ones on the internet, so I went with that.
Perfect.
Good job. Thank you.
Can we just talk about the Italian poster?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna bring it up now. Italian poster away.
This is bonkers.
The Italian poster compared to the U.S. release poster.
I don't want us to get in trouble, so I'm going to cover the nips.
It's too late.
It's up on screen. Too late. Show
Okay.
the nips.
Well, I don't care. I just, it's not like we're monetized. You should monetize us, but we're not. It's a cool poster, but it's just one of those like things that's like, this is hilarious and nothing to do with the movie we just watched. Its theatrical poster was like that too, where it's like
Right.
really like Temple of Doom, like looking like pow, pow, like really.
But this one is
Yeah.
so cool. It's like a Fulci. It's like,
Yeah.
Fulci made the
Yeah,
Dreamscape.
that's like
Cool.
that's like a work of art, right?
The
Yeah.
depths of hell comes some woman bursting, or some guy bursting out of a woman's womb for some reason.
Like birth.
And then there's a snake man
And I guess this is supposed to be Denny.
and some random guy, yeah.
Very jaundiced yellow.
He is.
But yeah, it's a cool poster, but it's just like, and on the theatrical release poster, he's got like a flaming torch.
Yep.
And Kate Capshaw's like cowering behind him, and little Buddy's like, "Ah," and there's like all this other stuff, and it's just, it's so funny because the posters are, they're cool in their way. The movie's cool, but it's like these aren't really the same thing. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess poster-wise, you had Temple of Doom that came out like 3 or 4 months prior to this.
Yeah.
Which Kate Capshaw was in.
It was a big year for her.
It was. So, so are they like trying to get on the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom thing with
kind of the vibe.
The deal?
Yeah.
Which, it is pretty funny poster. Nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do.
That's okay though.
It's just funny. It's just marketing. So this is my first time seeing this. I know you've shown it at the Cult Film
We
series.
had once before.
And I, of course, have heard of this movie but never seen it. Just one of those things, just hadn't gotten around to it. I would say I enjoyed it. I would say it was a lot of fun. I liked it quite a bit. I had a really good time watching it. It's probably not one of those that's going to be like, one of my favorite ever.
Right.
But I did like it, and I really like dream trope things and things set in dreams and learning about dreams. We did Come True on Spooky Summer Party recently, and if you guys have heard of that movie, I think it came out technically in 2020, but it's kind of the same thing, kind of a sci-fi horror adventure,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow,
that's
I was all prepared for you to not like it. So
No, I thought it was a good time.
That makes me happy.
I love Max. I love Christopher Plummer. We love Dennis Quaid. I don't think he's God material, but I like him a lot. Kate Capshaw is okay. At least she doesn't scream her head off like Temple of Doom in this one.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
I definitely like this role better than Temple of Doom. But
it's kind of funny when
it's
the movie
hilarious.
hits that point where it becomes like Tom Clancy like type of vibes, and it's like oh okay.
Like the espionage is kicking in. And all the other stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, you're not like mad about it, but it's like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
It becomes very actiony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm happy as well because Caleb and I both probably saw this in our youth when it came out, and it was for us, it was an awesome film. I mean, it starts with the fear of course, nuclear annihilation.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is
very
cool.
steeped in the film, which was a very big thing for us as 10-year-olds at the time growing up.
Yeah.
That's what you were afraid of.
You had to have a gremlin to protect you from nuclear fallout.
You did, yes.
And part of my fear, one of my phobias of nuclear war probably stems from
And you know what?
movie.
That's a valid phobia because that shit's scary.
No, it is, and the way they portray it is
That
I'm not,
hellscape.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I've never actually been through it. I'm not
you
sure,
haven't?
I'm not sure how realistic that really is, but the little kids popping out of the closet and
I think those kids would be more like sawdust, but still.
Well, they were behind. This is the radiation poisoning after the fact.
All these are It's a long story.
Yeah, I love that. Like the beginning, how it opens with that, and it's a sound though when it's leading up to the closet.
Yeah. It's a good
and the
sound.
sound's kind of like and it gets higher and higher as you open the door. Then the melting flesh children come out.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
It's great.
Yeah. I have to say, I like the hellscape at the beginning when you don't know what it is. It's really interesting because I wasn't crazy about the graphics in this movie, and kind of there's a lot of almost like green screen flailing
definitely.
and stuff, and it's just funny because you look at movies that we love and we talk about a lot that came out the same year or earlier, and you're like, I don't think you can use the it's 1984 as an excuse, because you look at Poltergeist. You look at Star Wars, you look at Nightmare on Elm Street, you look at it, The Thing, and you're like, yeah, they did it better sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, this probably involved more green screen than a lot of those films, but there's no question they had less of a budget.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
this was a $6 million movie.
Yeah, well, there you go, exactly. So
we're gonna need the green screen. We don't have enough money for Rick Baker.
Right.
The sets, on the other hand, actually were really good, especially in the second half.
Yeah, some of the
sets.
It
was all of the money went there. Where is this supposed to be set?
It's Bay Area, isn't it?
It kind of is, right?
Oh, see, I've always thought it was East Coast.
Well, it feels like San Francisco at the beginning. And then it kind of feels like we're driving around like Carmel and stuff, and then it kind of feels like we end up at Stanford.
Yeah, yes. I think they start in LA, like at Santa Anita Racetrack or something.
Okay.
Maybe, and then they take them eventually up north towards maybe Marin or something, or Stanford, maybe, something like that. You're right.
It was just one of those like things where it's like they didn't say, but it was like you just had that. So it looks very familiar.
Well, they definitely, was it on here? Yes. Yes, and this could be anything. They could be in Santa Barbara-ish area or Ventura County because they are on the PCH when they take them, because I specifically recognize when the car goes past, there's a very film spot on the PCH.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Sorry, Pacific Coast Highway for those of us. For those of us in the know who survived the apocalypse, the PCH. So the car drives by this one little outcrop that I have driven past 1,000 times probably. And it's like, okay, so they're on the PCH headed north towards Ventura County. Do they keep going up towards Santa Barbara or all the way up to San Francisco or what?
Yeah.
But that's one of my notes right there. Road to University, PCH.
Another very important supporting character in this is George Wendt.
Yes, George.
I wish he had more of a role. He's playing like one of his, kind of edgier guys.
He is, yeah.
He's not like the lovable, silly one, that we see so much.
It's kind of funny though, because go ahead. You're just saying the same thing.
No, go ahead. No, you started.
In House, he's the fan of the guy who writes the books, and in this one, he's the guy who writes the books.
Writer. Yeah.
And in House, he has the book that he's a fan of, and in this one, he has his own book in his backpack.
Yeah.
Although, wasn't Dennis Quaid reading it before he met George Wendt? Didn't he have a copy of it somewhere?
Well, I think he recognized him or something. He's like, oh, yeah, you're the boom boom.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like he had a copy of that book before he met him, which is why
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got Dennis Quaid. He's doing this psychic thing.
Dennis the Meat Quaid.
He kind of gets roped into, participating in this thing, and he has a rival there.
Oh, I love this man. I love this man so much.
Tommy Ray Glayton. And
David Patrick Kelly.
Yeah. I have a note here. I want to be Daddy's most special psychic boy. He's like so threatened. No, I'm the best psychic here.
Number one,
Yeah. And Dennis Quaid's kind of like, I don't give a fuck. You can, it's fine.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be here.
So he's not only is Tommy a hater, but he's also, it turns out, homicidal. So that's,
So for me,
that's how to pick him for that study, I guess.
David Patrick Kelly, aside from just being a badass.
I love that he has 3 names in real life and 3 names in this movie.
Yes.
Tommy Ray Glayton.
But
you know who else do? Serial killers.
That's right.
David Chapman.
But for me, David Patrick Kelly is one of the great parts of this film. I mean, there's a lot of great parts with actors. We have a lot of good actors in this movie. You actually kind of wonder how the hell they did it for that budget.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of great actors. David Patrick Kelly, for me, is one of the best parts because a lot of it is kind of, little overacting melodrama,
It's perhaps. A little over the top, maybe.
But for me, David Patrick Kelly was awesome. And I love how his introduction, he takes Dennis Quaid's saxophone.
Oh my God, he's just playing it so obnoxiously.
He's just in his room,
you make music with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just playing his saxophone, but
and Denny even tries to be like, let's go hang out, let's
get a beer.
Yeah, and he's like, no, and throws down the saxophone and he's like a small spoiled child.
But he has been,
in a good way.
But he clearly has been kicked around from home to home,
what's what happens when you kill your father?
Well, you don't know the circumstances behind his dad.
Well, now we do.
Do we?
I know. We still don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he still could have been
I think, his dad was killed with a snake as a weapon. He beat his father to death with a snake. That's how it all comes into ties together.
It must be hard being a serial killer in a sleep study with all the wetting the bed stuff.
McDonald's triad. Very good, very good. Scott does pay attention to my lessons.
He does.
I have this written down in my notes when one of those falling, I think it was when Alex was falling off the beam.
Okay.
That one made me laugh a lot.
the graphics are...
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesomely 80s.
Hey, look behind you! Jump onto the girder!
Exactly.
And then, of course,
Yeah.
you're like, once he goes to grab the guy's arm, you're like, oh, he's going over.
Right.
Yeah.
And he does
There's your falling dream.
yeah.
Your fallen dream.
And then, but I love his ha ha ha.
Yeah,
sound
that's
as he's
exactly.
falling
Yeah,
down.
that's what makes it even
So,
funnier.
yeah.
It's like, did you have to make those sounds while you went? Oh my God! And of course, the ginger befreckled child is named Buddy.
Buddy.
Buddy,
Of course, his name
Buddy.
is Buddy. Because what else would his name be?
Bobby.
No, he's got to be Buddy.
You gotta be Buddy. No, he's gotta be Buddy.
Yeah.
But
And you know what? He made Alex give a damn.
He made Alex give a
want
damn.
to be there.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
poor Buddy in the wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair, right?
At least sometimes.
He's sometimes, yeah,
Yeah.
because he's so paralyzed with fear
Yeah, I'm
because of his
guessing-
nightmares.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's having some health issues from not sleeping because that.
Right.
Right.
As we learned in the Nightmare franchise, you do need sleep.
You do need some sleep.
Yeah.
You do
So
need
one of the more iconic parts of this movie, and I think one of the more cool 80s bad guy monstery things, is this
Yeah.
Snake Man that they create.
We're getting a Snake Man right away?
Well, we're talking about Buddy.
you brought
Oh,
up
okay,
Buddy.
that's true, that's
You
true.
can't bring
You
up
brought
Buddy
up Buddy.
without...
I gotta get to my Snake Man notes.
Well, I'll just say that the Snake Man is a great combination of some practical effects, some stop motion effects, all kinds of
Some
cool.
snake effects.
Some snake.
I said Snake Man is precious. He's absolutely precious. Everybody knows I have a snake. I
Sure.
love snakes. I think they're like the coolest animal. I said Tommy is trying to be the new Freddy. Oh, so that's not Snake Man related.
Not yet, no.
That's just,
That's later on.
notation.
It's coming up.
First of all, I like Snake Man's whole set.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a Tim Burton-y
Yep.
kind of vibe to that. I like the way Snake Man looks, though he does not look scary. He looks cuddly. Snake Man, I love him.
I know. I mean, you're watching this and you're going
Yeah.
like, wait, this
Yeah.
like scared the...
Scared
basically
Buddy?
the brain out of... No, the first psychic
Oh,
that comes in. Like,
Yeah, he couldn't handle Snake Man. He fucking lost it. He's like, not the, with the cobra's cowl. Like he couldn't do it. I agree. Oh, it just makes me laugh. And then there's like the pounding on the door, which you think it's gonna be like the Mormons or the Jehovah's Witnesses. And
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it's not. It's Snake
I was waiting
Man.
for some Mormon standing there.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard the good word?
Yeah, I have some good news.
And your hair goes white. And you're like,
I did think it was like, I don't, when his dad was sitting at the table.
yes.
Yeah, what's that about? Does Buddy want to kill his dad? Is he going to become Tommy?
His
is he the
dad
next
is
Tommy?
obviously complacent and doesn't give a crap. So
and therefore
He
that's how
sends him to
Tommy
the study.
how Buddy feels about
Yeah.
it. and-
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
as most 80s dads were.
Well, it's kind of true.
True.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's explains some things.
Some things, but the Snake Man was ferocious, even though maybe didn't look quite as bad when he would
he's
stare at you with his
adorable.
hinged mouth,
Yeah.
But when he stood up in his full glory of stop motion awesomeness,
Yeah.
and would come at you, I mean, I might run down a very long, twisty wooden stair.
Yeah. I would be chasing the Snake Man. Like, I love you.
I know. See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like watching it, it's like, oh, Sandra would love meeting this in her dream.
Let me love you. Yeah.
Snake Man, like, man, get off me, lady! I'm trying to chase this kid down.
I'm a scary
Yeah,
snake.
Buddy dreams of the Snake Man
Yeah.
as a nightmare.
Yeah, and I'm
Snake
like,
Man,
it's a
Snake Man dreams of Sandra
Yeah.
as his nightmare.
Oh, Snake Man. But that's what I imagine his voice is like a lot of S's. I'm like, yes.
Sandra and a Snake Man out and married in bed together.
I didn't say I wanted
Sunday.
to have relations with Snake Man. I think he's precious
You
like
all
a
but
pet.
said.
No, it's more like
You want to have little Snake Men running around
I want
the
to add
house?
him to my menagerie of critters.
You want to own the Snake Man?
You can never.
That's
No
kinda-
one can really own Snake Man. Only Snake Man owns Snake Man. That's why I was thinking about Tommy, and I put in the note about Freddy. Is he has cigarettes all over his body? He always has like one in here, one in his mouth.
Okay.
And that was actually something producer Scott said. He's like, yes, it was a policy in the 80s. You had to have half a pack on your body at all times.
You did. You smoked in the 80s. That's what you did.
You smoked, and you gotta have lots of smokes.
I mean, you had to say no to drugs, so you had to do something, so you would, especially if you're the bad guy. That was like your
went for the legal drug.
For legal drug.
That was the cue. You're the bad guy because you're smoking.
You just, bad guys smoke and drink milk. So the dream lovers sequence on the train, his outfit just absolutely cracked me up. Oh my God.
The overflowing white, was it a white shirt?
It's a white shirt. It's like unbuttoned, and he has like a white pair of pants on. It's like, it's
very tight.
very tight.
The
Like,
only thing it was missing was like a string, like lacing it up, but
yes.
Oh, like a Fabio or a romance novel.
And like, there's that really silly music, and it plays again at the end of the movie too.
Yep.
And it's like, because this is romantic. This is what makes it romantic. It's all of this white clothing and saxophone music.
I grew up waiting for my train encounter to happen.
Still waiting
This is how we all lose our virginity, right?
on the train.
On the
You spent
train.
a lot of time on trains.
I did, waiting.
You know, he was just riding the Amtrak back and forth, just waiting, just waiting.
I was on the train at Howard Park, just riding it around. Riding it around.
Child's train.
Just waiting for the little kitty train. It never happened.
It happened. Well, you know, just don't give up.
I keep trying. The kids look at me all weird, especially the moms, but I keep trying.
You're like, is this the sex train? I want to lose my virginity.
I'm here. Kate Capshaw, where are you?
She's like, I'm never coming there.
She's like, no.
I see Space Face. Hi, Space
Did Macy
Face.
join us?
Hi,
Hello.
friend.
Add you
Sex
to the list.
train.
You guys notice this movie had 2 F-bombs?
Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah.
How
And it's a
about that?
PG-13.
I know.
But it was like one of those newly,
Second PG.
Yeah,
one of the
very
new
early.
PG-13 films.
Yeah.
5 days after Red Dawn.
However, we all know that, of course, Red Dawn, while it was the first release PG-13 film, it wasn't
Yeah.
the first film to actually receive a PG-13 rating.
I feel like we talked about this once before, but I can't really remember it.
Remind me again.
It was the
Yeah.
Flamingo Kid that actually received the first PG-13 rating, but Red Dawn was released prior
Yeah.
to it.
and was
Kid.
Dreamscape.
Fun facts.
This will come up on a test later.
It'll be in a trivia eventually.
So I remember
sure I
this.
will forget again.
I always wonder how they
I'm
got.
gonna dream about it. I'm like, I've got this test about what was the first. I can't remember what it is. I'm not prepared.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm getting a call. Let me pick up my phone. Pick up my phone here. Hello? Oh, yeah, what's that? Producer Scott, we need to sound the alarm. Toxic masculinity incoming. when our beloved Christopher Plummer says something to the effect of, he's going to emasculate our nuclear defense program. I had to pause it. I was laughing so hard. So was producer Scott, because we're like, emasculate? Like, I just never imagined I would hear that term in that phrase. And of course, Christopher Plummer, God rest his soul, brilliant actor. The way he just spits it out, emasculate. That's program. And it's kind of funny because, like, Scott and I were like talking about it, and we're like, are we supposed to feel good or bad that the president is like having nightmares and doesn't want to kill people and doesn't want to press the button?
Right.
And it's kind of makes you feel a little complicated.
Yeah.
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 The 80s was very good about doing these, or finally doing these sort of like, is nuclear war good? I mean, you got like war games.
Yeah.
And, you know, where the moral is, you know, the only way to win is not to play. And,
The day after tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like, I don't feel like we really resolved the issue, too. Like,
No, yeah, I guess
I mean, the president is like all
Giving-
back to like being his like self, but
I mean, I think the idea is that you can't give one person too much control. Christopher Plummer clearly was like, you know, who, again, loved him in this movie. I actually did love him in this film.
Love him in everything.
He was like, you're right.
Yes.
He was so
Wonderful.
charming.
Right.
As being this.
You buy him as this. Yeah.
Government guy that can pay, that knows
state.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was great. But you're right. I mean, I don't know. I think you just can't have that one guy that can pull all the strings.
No one man should have all that power.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
It was just like funny. It was one of those things where it's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this, and then I don't know that we resolved it, so I guess nobody knows how to feel about it in the 80s, so.
Yeah. No, because we were all afraid. We didn't know what the hell was going on.
We want a president that's gonna blow away Gorbachev.
Pretty much. You can't, yeah.
Save the gremlins.
Don't emasculate the gremlins.
Oh, it's so good. Tommy's room. Big Bruce Lee fan, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that he had like these like little tear out pages like to order nunchucks and ninja stars. They looked like a catalog, and he's like, yeah, when I get my psychic money from Dad, I'm gonna order all these nunchucks. Like, Dad? But I guess he couldn't save up enough psychic money. He could only buy one set of Dream Chucks.
That's all he could get.
Yeah.
But they were a pretty cool damn set of Dream Chucks.
Yeah. And he's like Michelangelo from the Turtles with those chucks.
lasers.
No, but they were like rave nunchucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, so good. Okay, so here's the funny thing to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have this top secret, what do you call it? What's the thing they're doing? Program that they're working on. This entering dream program they're working on.
Yes.
And Alex gets there. Alex being what's his face? Dennis the Meat Quaid.
Denny.
Gets there.
The meat.
And he gets. You saw him in his chonies. You know he's got the meat. So. And he shows up.
I don't want to comment on this meat anymore. I just want to be done with that.
So they're like, anyway. So he keeps walking into this authorized only program that they're running because the guy who's supposed to be watching the door is always not there.
He's never
there.
Yeah.
And then the door is not locked on top of it.
No, we don't.
You just open it and walk in.
If we lock it, then everybody needs a key, and it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. They couldn't afford the whole zip with the key. Open it for you. Nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was hysterical. It's like, dude, where the hell is the security guard supposed to be sitting there?
I know, and they yell at Dennis Quaid about it, and it's like, how is it his fault that no one's there and it's not locked? And it's literally just down a stairwell. Any student could go.
No, the only thing they have a little authorized only, painted on the wall, but that's it. But it's like, well, lock your doors.
I have another question too.
Okay.
And I mean this sincerely. And if somebody could please explain this to me, like sincerely, I need someone to explain this to me.
Sincerely.
Yes. How does Dennis Quaid, the meat, if you will, how does his psychic ability make him win horse races?
He can see the future.
Yeah.
But we never really talk about that.
But that's what it is.
When producer Scott asked me, because they never actually say that he can see the future.
Yeah.
They never say that.
I thought he could just see into other people's minds.
And he has some
Also see the
telekinesis.
future?
He's got, like you said, a bunch of things.
He's just a fucking tomorrow person. He has just like ultimate like space
Is that
knowledge.
I
like,
could? You
This
don't even
is
know what I
why
can do.
Dennis God is in our pantheon of gods.
So when Scott asked me, he's like, wait, how does he win the horse races? And I was like, well, he gets in the horse's head.
He does.
And he tells him, like, you can do it. You're better than all these other horses. And then he also gets into the heads of the other horses and tells them they suck at racing and they'll never win. And he didn't buy my explanation. I was like, well, I don't know. I think it's how he does it.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I don't know. That's just that's what I thought when I was a kid. That's what I still think now. And yeah.
He has so much power we can't comprehend.
You can just see.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. He can either A, get into the horse's brains. He's just like, go, Elmer's glue, go. You know?
Please call him Elmer. You don't have to call him by his Christian name. I don't like it.
Or you just, or you can see into the future, one or the other.
So he's got so much power, and no one Dennis Quaid should have all that power.
Dennis Quaid, that's way too much meat for one man.
He's got the mind meat. He's got the
He's got the meat. He's like Arby's.
He looks.
Dennis Arby's Quaid.
Poor Dennis. He looks at the program, and then the horse is going to win like sparkles, or you know what I mean? He can kind of see it.
I want to see that.
I hear you, but why? You know, they don't have to like drag you through everything. They figure.
No, it was just one of those funny things where you don't think about it until,
Right,
like
until
I
you
said,
think
producer
about it.
Scott brought it up, and then
Until
I'm like,
you think about it, yeah.
and I don't know. I think I came up with the best explanation.
No, and that works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
you.
you know what? Maybe he was also telling the security guard to leave all the time.
You don't have to tell the security guard that. They just do it anyway.
They do it. They take their
Michael says-
mandated 15.
Michael B. in
Yeah.
the studio says that security guards are notorious for wandering away.
Michael knows he was
yeah,
a security
he was
guard.
one of them.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the point of like the whole room?
The dream suite?
Yeah. Like,
It
because
looked
you find
cool.
out later you don't need it.
No.
I mean, you have a couple, things attached to you, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like they're connected to the other.
Yeah.
They're just monitoring pulse and heartbeat and blood pressure and all that
You're right.
kind
They
of
don't
stuff.
actually need to be there. I guess
So
it's
it's
so
like
they
they
can
create
observe
this
them.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And then Max von Sydow would say something like, all right, now project or push or whatever it
Yeah.
was, And
Well-
you're like, well, why do you need the room? It seems to me like you just need proximity.
There's like at one point he kind of tells him the goal is to be able to get them to do it without the suite.
Right.
And
Okay.
so, but yeah, it is kind of, it does make the question of why do we need like a full staff
Like a,
in there
a waste of
monitoring
government
it?
money.
And they don't even have a crash cart in the room.
It's I can make it really easy for you guys.
Okay.
It's kind of like the whole twister thing. Why do you have this big fucking machine that has to go open the twister?
Yeah.
When all it is could be a
little
garbage can
things.
or a
Yeah.
Home Depot bucket with little
Yeah.
things in it.
Right.
It's just because.
Because Carrie Elwes
Just
is evil.
because.
That's right. Because Carrie Elwes can't do a freaking accent to save his life.
It's not. We've talked about this. There's some of our favorite foreign actors. Ooh, sometimes American accents are
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah.
Harsh on those consonants.
I always thought maybe they did have them connected together somehow in addition to mind rhythms and heartbeats and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just you could eventually progress to the not having to be connected.
Yeah.
In order to do the
All right.
entering.
I
of the
guess
dreams,
what I
but-
wanted was like a hairdryer in a beauty salon with some lights on it or
Yeah.
something.
You wanted a little more
some
bells
little,
and
like, beep,
whistles.
boop, 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 boops,
Yeah.
Beeps and boobs.
A little more beeps and boobs, bells and whistles. I got you. So Tommy is gonna kill the president because we must. And he's gotta be Snake Man.
It's got to be Snake Man.
He's gotta be Snake
Got
Man.
it.
Only because Dennis Quaid is going in to stop him, though.
He's gotta
And
be Snake
Tommy knows.
Yeah. Oh my God, because of his picture. Because of his picture when he drew Snake Man that one time,
Right.
and then he threw it away, and creepy Tommy got it out of the trash, and it's like, Snake Man, huh? Yeah. And it's like, well, it's fine. I don't really think Dennis Quaid was. I don't think it was really established that he was afraid of Snake Man. I think it was just he was afraid for Tommy.
I don't know. I think
or
the fact
not
that he
Tommy,
was drawing
Buddy.
it. Buddy, yeah, but I think he was
Yeah.
somewhat affected by it because he was drawing it. That was the inference, at least.
It was just kind of funny because it's like Dennis Quaid's not afraid of Snake Man. Dennis Quaid's not afraid of anything.
But
He's a god.
that does bring up a super cool sequence of the film, though, where Dennis Quaid projects into the dream of the president. And they're in that train,
Right.
waiting for sex, of course. And then
Like you. Oh my God, I figured out who you are.
who?
You're the perverted ticket taker that's in everybody's train sex dream.
That is me.
That was you.
That was me.
That was really funny. That
He
like
never got the
callback.
sex, so he just became the ticket taker
Yeah.
so he could watch.
That like callback because I was like, I think that's exactly what this. He's a psychic like Dennis Quaid, but he just goes into people's train sex dreams.
That's me. I'm the same guy in Terror Train and
Yeah.
one of the ones like yeah.
Are people gonna have sex in here? Are they
Just
gonna
walking around.
Are they gonna do it with me?
Ticket, please.
All right, Neil,
Oh my
back
God.
to your in the train.
In the train.
In the nuclear train.
The nuclear train, yes.
Yes.
And yeah, so that cool scene happens where then what's his face comes in, Tommy comes in,
Yeah.
and the security guard finally shows up, and Tommy does,
oh, you're here.
and Tommy goes full Freddy Krueger on the guy.
Yeah.
Tommy's like, does his thing.
Get that
And then
heart.
Boom.
Right.
And that's like one of my notes is like, holy shit, 2 films in 1984 about entering someone's dreams and dudes with
Yeah.
razors on their fingers.
And
Yeah.
pulling hearts out because Kate Capshaw was in.
That's
Yeah.
true, Kate Capshaw, yeah. Temple of Doom.
Oh
Temple
yeah,
of
a lot
Doom.
of hearts. A lot of hearts got
Dreamscape
broken.
did come out before Nightmare on Elm Street, though.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It kind of makes you like, you kind of think about like all this nuclear stuff and all that in the 80s and your dreams. Like there's like a thesis statement in there somewhere. You know,
Absolutely.
with like, what does that mean? And what was that for the 80s? The dream of the 80s.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good
deep
point.
thoughts, deep thoughts.
So there's this. So the really cool David Patrick Kelly, aka Tommy, decides, okay, I'm going to turn into the Snake Man so I can scare Dennis Quaid and kick his butt. Which is, and a pretty cool little sequence. I think is pretty sweet.
It is sweet.
Happens
it is
where
cool. Yeah.
where David Patrick Kelly, aka again Tommy, I keep calling him by his real name.
We're just confusing everybody at home.
Just all
Sorry.
the names.
Yeah.
All the names.
All the names. David Patrick Kelly, Thomas, Adrian. They go through. But he turns into Snake Man, and then Dennis Quaid fools him
Yes.
by making himself be the dad who Tommy shot to death.
Yes. Yes.
And then, so then Tommy kind of half reverts back to himself.
Oh, he's
so
like
he's like half
yeah,
snake, half
yeah.
himself, which is really cool.
That's what I
actually.
posted on our Instagram stories today. Is him, and he has those like glassy eyes when he's like, all sad. Oh, it's funny.
It is. I thought it was cool.
It is
I even
cool,
have.
it
I
is
think
cool.
I say something like, "Oh yeah," and then the president comes behind and does a
Gives him a little
behind.
poke.
Yeah.
Gives him, yeah, gives
He's
him
like, I'm not afraid to press the button.
gives him a freaking what it was like a rod or a
It's like a
steel
It's a
girder.
lead pipe. It is
Lead pipe, there
it
you
is
go.
a lead pipe that, as Scott pointed out, at one point is on fire. And Dennis Quaid's using it as a torch.
Ah,
We're like, is that a good idea? Can that work?
There was some flaming zombie on the end.
A little bit of flesh,
Sure.
a little bit of fleshy.
He used the
nugget.
psychic future-seeing powers to light it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
but I thought it was actually a really cool sequence how
Yeah.
it was all practical.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
the president comes behind him and it just boom,
Comes
shoots
out.
out
Yeah.
in the blood. It was a really cool.
It
It
is-
was well done for
It's
what it
nice.
was.
It's a nice bit of gore.
Yeah, actually, I
Could
liked
always use more gore.
it. Always use it, but one of the things I realized, I apparently have a fetish that I learned
Trains.
watching this. Aside from the trains,
No.
I like watching bad guys eat. Because I realized there's a scene where Tommy's eating the sandwich when Dennis Quaid comes in the cafeteria.
That's
Yeah.
oddly
And the way
specific, but-
Tommy's, what's that?
I said that's an oddly specific.
Oddly specific.
It is, but the way
Which is what a fetish is. But
the way I was like fascinated with Tommy watching him eat that sandwich. So he just
Yeah.
kept chowing down on it
Right.
while he's talking to Dennis Quaid at the same time.
Goddamn.
And it's a fairly close shot of Tommy while he's
It
eating
actually is a cool shot, and I agree because he's saying all the right words,
Yeah.
but he has like no inflection,
Right.
Nothing.
no empathy.
what I found funny about that scene is Tommy has no problem getting up into other people's business,
No.
coming into their room, playing their saxophone, just
While they're in the shower.
doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And then in this scene, Alex comes up to him and he's like, Tommy says, I need my space right now.
It's like, excuse you, Tommy. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are we bothering you?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was really cool. After watching, I'm like, wow. I like.
Right,
Because I
so
think
what
about
are-
it.
Yeah,
Look,
what
like,
are some other examples?
well, like
Yeah. Give us more of your fetish.
Jerry Dandridge from Fright Night when he's eating his apple.
Yeah.
Several times, like, oh, I always like, man, he's so cool the way he eats that apple. You know,
He's
when he's
cool.
walking down. There's like, Jesus, what else is there? There's Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
When Alex, his name's Alex, right?
Yeah.
Not in
Yeah.
fact, again, when he's being fed the food, he's
Oh, that's
you know the way he's eating
So
it.
does this relate to the bad guys drinking milk? Is that part of your fetish?
Not so much. I'm more of an eating thing.
You want
maybe.
to see
he
I
the
like the
mastication.
masticating.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then like De Niro in Angel's Heart when he's eating the egg. Just take the big chop out of the egg kind of
Yeah.
thing. So
I know there's more. Oh, what about in Inglourious Bastards?
The apple, not the,
The
fritter,
little
but the-
tart they're eating.
Oh yeah, the tart. Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
with the
yes,
cream
yes.
and-
Very good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I know
Very
your
good.
fetish.
You know my fetish. Yes.
We're gonna put
That's a good
together
one.
for your birthday. We'll put together like a little
strudel.
reel.
Okay, let's do it.
Strudel, that's what it was. Strudel.
It was. How about Freddy Krueger when he's eating the meatball from Part 5? The screaming meatball.
Like I've seen part 5.
Caleb's not a real fan.
Jesus.
Yeah. So then they're gonna live happy ever after.
He and Kate actually go onto the train.
Yeah.
do it.
Do you think? Oh, but before. Well, so I think it's really smart, of course, that he kills Christopher Plummer in the dream because he can't be like. Because then they can't prove it.
Right.
Yeah, that he did it. I like that. It's like a nice kind of sweet vengeance moment when his wife finds him dead. That sounds so fucked up. But it is. But yeah, they're gonna go have sex on a train and be happy in Bora Bora or whatever.
And,
it was.
and the train conductor gets what he wants.
Everybody's
So
wins.
everyone happy.
Everyone wins, except for that ending score. Ooh, it's not good. Ooh, it's bad.
See, I like the score. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't specifically remember the ending one, but
It's
a synth score, an 80s
It's
synth
not
score,
synth. It's
like
just
gets
sax.
me every time.
It's that romantic sax.
Oh yes,
music.
yes, I remember that
I was
now.
just like
I remember
judging you
that now.
so hard. I'm like, you like
You're
that?
right. You're right. Well, yeah, because in the 80s everything was sax.
That's his fetish. Come on.
Oh no.
You didn't have. I mean, yes, you had guitar solos, but you had a lot of sax solos in
Hey,
the 80s.
Tim
and
Cabello has the best sax solo.
That's
a great
just
one.
what it was.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
That's my sax story.
So I have my first note is badass 80s synth. So for the beginning of the
Yeah.
film, especially.
That's fine. I just the like.
No, but it got pretty. Yeah, it got
like I don't like that stuff. It's too silly for me. But the synth is fine.
it got a little flowery.
Got a little flower.
Flower.
Got a little floral.
Floral essences
Wait, it's like a jasmine.
mixed with their sex smells.
No, stop talking about the adventures on your
Train sex.
No.
When you guys see me getting arrested on the Howard Park train,
We're
you'll
gonna
know
be
why.
like, oh my god, that looks like Neil. It is Neil.
You're like, I know him.
We'll put it here on our YouTube channel. It's a rest video.
Yep.
Mugshots will be on Instagram. Hashtag.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hashtag
Be like, we
by
had
Neil.
no idea. He never said anything about it ever.
We didn't know about this dangerous train fetish. Does the smart train count? Like a rail?
I've never been on that. I don't know. Good question.
If that counts for your fetish or not.
I don't know.
It's got to be the coal train.
Yeah, I need some old
It's
poor
got to
guy.
be John Coltrane.
I need some really grizzled old dude back there shoveling coal into the train. Into the train. Some real like mean bastard that if you just walk up to him, say hi, he's gonna punch you in the face and spit on you.
Hit you with the coal thing.
Pretty much.
Oh, so good.
I need like what's the Christmas train movie? Polar Express.
Express.
No, you're like, that's my dream, just me and Tom Hanks.
That's right.
A million Tom Hankses.
Million Tom
On a
Hanks everywhere.
CGI train.
Right? All the Hankses.
With all that cocoa.
Hot, yeah, I got it.
He knows the song. Actually,
Oh my god.
they make that cocoa look really good.
They
I'm not
make that
gonna lie.
cocoa look
I really want some of that cocoa.
Yeah.
I bet it's super chocolatey.
It's so good.
It would give me a migraine in a second.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
It'd be worth it for your love.
I'm not lactose intolerant, but it would probably make me lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I
It's
think
that
it would
good.
turn you. Yeah, I think only small children could drink that cocoa and live.
Pretty much. All right.
times, good
I still really like Dreamscape. So I still really enjoy.
Did
this
anybody
film.
say that? Was anybody calling your love of Dreamscape?
No, I am. My
I
final
love
points.
this movie.
Yeah. Final points. It held up.
I think it's
Through
a fun.
the-
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun romp.
Fun romp on a train. Yeah.
Who knew? Fetish film galore.
No, I feel like we're learning a lot about you tonight. It's nice.
Train love and eating.
And bad guy
eating.
That guy eating on a train.
Antagonist chow down.
Protagonist mastication. There you go.
I
Those
like
all
it.
sound dirty. So
I know.
do.
That's what makes it sound even
That's what
better.
makes it
Yeah.
better, yeah.
don't judge me.
Couple of notes.
Yes.
Couple of notes. Let me look at your notes.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not what I want. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
You threw that page that had the outline on it.
Stop it.
There you go. Sorry.
Thank you. So we gotta talk about a little something before we talk about dreams.
Sure. Oh, we totally forgot about that.
That's why you don't throw the paper.
Or if I just would follow my own outline.
Yeah. So we want to talk about dreams a little bit. So first of all, if you have like a really hilarious, weird, or scary dream, that'd be wonderful if you could like put it in the comments.
Yes.
Even if you're watching this later, we'd love to read it. Cause
We read all the comments.
And I love hearing about people's dreams. So do that. Yeah. And then we're going to talk about some dream stuff in a second too.
Yes. We wanted to bring up real quick, at least for me, one of my nightmares. If you will.
Speaking of nightmares.
No, yeah. Vaccinations, everyone.
We're all vaxxed.
Vaccinations.
Yeah.
Everyone here in the Cult Show is vaccinated, and we want to take a second because we have this platform to talk upon.
This train platform.
That's right. That we just want to plead with people to please go out and get your vaccinations. If you're worried, we're all healthy, we're all happy.
We're not any worse off than
No.
we were. We're really sick, especially Neil and I, like as people. But that has nothing to do with the
Mentally.
that has nothing to do with the vaccine.
Right.
I feel like I got better.
I got smarter.
I had a train fetish, and now it's gone. So, just saying.
Well, one could argue that point then.
Yeah.
But the point, for me at least, for sure, is I worry because I am employed in a business that requires people to be able to come together, and there's a lot of folks. If we don't do it, and people are coming together because masks are being removed or not being removed, and people are coming in who don't have the vaccine, it's going to cause outbreaks to happen again. Things get shut down, and we don't want that by any means.
So you're kind of saying if you're a movie fan, and you all are, and we want to see movies in theaters because we've been waiting so frickin' desperately. I'm so excited. Saw is going to be my first movie back too. We could lose that again.
We could. If we go backwards, God forbid.
There's like a commercial that says if it's not everywhere, it's not anywhere with the vaccine. Get your vaccine. You know what else vaccines are good for? I've never had the measles.
Right.
Mumps,
Smallpox.
anyone?
Yeah.
Typhoid fever.
Don't have it.
Don't got it.
Don't got it.
Polio.
Don't want polio.
Michael's favorite. None of us have ever had polio. Science is fucking kick-ass. Science is amazing. Just believe in science.
Right.
You like smartphones? You like a lot of things that have science to them.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're taking a minute just to say, please go out, do it. It's for everyone else out there.
Yeah. You know what? This sounds really cheesy, but do it for your country.
That's right.
But I mean, for real, like if you want to see the country thrive, you're gonna have to get some vaccines.
I mean,
yeah.
To me, it's okay. We were in the middle of a pandemic where everything was shut down. Ohio is offering $1 million to 5 different people. I mean, each. They're doing like a lottery.
So a total of $5
million total.
Okay.
If you get vaccinated, we have to pay people $1 million to get vaccinated. There's people in India right now that they're dying. I mean, they'll take it for free, and we gotta pay people.
It's fucking horrifying, and we're like, will you please take it?
Yeah, I mean, there's only 1/3 of the population that are fully vaccinated at this point. I don't know. It's really asinine to me.
Get your Fauci ouchie.
So, I don't know. I wanted to take a second. Luckily,
Yeah.
We're
the cohorts,
passionate about here at the
Agreed.
Cult Show. We're all about it because you know what? A lot of people still need to go back to work and need their jobs back.
Yes.
And so we need some vaccines for that. So.
Yes. Been way too long. And Mark Visionstrew said he got his second today, so thank you very much.
Good.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay.
Proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
Proud of you.
Soapbox off.
For now. One thing we did not mention that I saw in my notes that I wanted to is the children on the train. Just real quick, children on the train. They have you and I love creepy children voices.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, and they have what do they say? What do they say? They say, "What did you do?"
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, really, really creepy.
Yeah.
Love that, and of course they. I mean, sad because it's kids and they look all awful, and it's good makeup though on the
Yeah.
kids.
What did you do? I also
What did you do?
I have a Train to Busan zombies.
Oh my gosh, that's where they started from.
Yep.
Train to Busan. It's a good movie. Takes place on a train.
Takes place on a train.
Yeah. So you like that?
And then Peninsula, the new one. Anyway,
I haven't seen it yet. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I just anytime we've got creepy little eerie children's voices, we have to talk about it.
Gotta bring it up. That's why we have Michael here. So. Okay.
I love it. Okay.
Dreams.
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 Dream.
Thank you,
So-
Scott.
We thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about our dreams a little bit, and dreams in general. So I think I've mentioned this on some of the other shows of mine, but I am super into dreams. I'm a vivid dreamer. I'm a double dreamer. I'm a lucid dreamer. I dream constantly, and sometimes I wake up and I'm exhausted because I have just been in dreams, and sometimes I'm in other people's dreams, not like in a Dennis Quaid way, but like where I'm not dreaming of myself, I'm like following somebody else's story, and it just is like I feel like I have no time to myself sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, I dream a lot. I mean, everybody dreams because your brain doesn't shut off, but I remember them. It's and like when we were talking about we should like write them down, and then I'm like, it's impossible. Like I used to dream journal, but it was too much because I was just constantly spending like half of my time writing down all these dreams.
Yeah.
I did bring a few favorites to share.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How
All
about
right.
I mean, you guys you don't dream? Like, well, you don't remember your
Okay,
dreams.
so I really don't remember mine usually. But there was a period in 2005 and 2006 that I was journaling them.
Yeah.
And it was really funny because once I got into the habit of writing them down in the morning, I started remembering them more. Like I would wake up remembering, whereas before I would wake up and go like, had a weird dream, can't remember it. But for whatever reason, like the process of taking the 5 minutes to write a little bit every morning helped me remember them. And then of course I've stopped and,
I got out of
now
the
I'm
habit.
back to not remembering my dreams anymore. So the only reason why I really have anything to share today is because of those journals that I kept.
Well, I thought it was interesting because, we study dreams and, we still don't know it all, but really creative people like me remember their dreams, so you guys aren't creative.
No,
is what I'm
absolutely not.
saying.
Especially when you start to read, when I start to tell you.
Sometimes my dreams are very bland. And then also they think it could be that you're not getting enough REM.
Okay.
So maybe you need to work on that.
Work on the REM? Okay.
Yeah. Dreamscape. That was the very first time I heard about REM sleep.
Yeah.
And every time I hear that word since, I always think about
Dreamscape.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was for me, Dreamscape or Nightmare on Elm Street. Because they both talk about REM.
Because I saw Dreamscape.
I don't know which one I saw first. Anyway.
So I had a dream just this week that I thought I'd write down.
Okay.
That's I guess it's kind of a stress dream, but it wasn't super stressful. So I'm super into ancient Greece and ancient Rome, especially ancient Rome. It's like one of my favorite things. I spend a lot of my free time reading about and learning about. And I dreamed that I made, just for friends, a board game where it was Greco-Roman themed, ancient, and everybody loved it, and it kind of went viral. And some game developers picked it up, and they're like, we need this, we need you to develop this, by tomorrow or something. And I was like, but I'm not ready. And they're like, yeah, and it has to be completely historically accurate too. And I was like, but I don't know. And I remember I was just poring over notes of okay, this character has to be a grain farmer, and this one's a potter, and because they needed to have all these complicated things. And it was just it was a good problem to have. It was I can't believe I'm a classicist now. but I had to make this game. It's just
Okay.
weird. It's one of the weird things I dream about.
All right.
I also, because I'm a lucid dreamer and stuff too.
Okay.
So I told Scott sometimes it's kind of fun. Like I go to sleep at night and I'm like, where do I want to go? And I just like put myself there.
Wow.
I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
I think that's your superpower then, because
Yes. I can share some more dreams, but why don't you guys share some dream stuff and then I'll go.
Okay. Caleb, you got any in your journal?
So this one is not from the journal, but this is one I remember. This had to be from somewhere in 94 to 95 because I was living at a house. It was on St. Mary's Place. And I only say that because I think it's going to come up later, that house, I mean. And this was a death dream. So I'm on my knees, hands tied behind my back, and blindfolded.
Fuck!
Someone behind me is asking me for information that I don't have. I tell him I don't have it, and that he should, and this is in quotes, just fucking shoot me. I hear the gun go off, feel the slug enter my brain, see trillions of little pinpricks of light against a black background, and then I wake up.
Damn!
Wow.
So
That's
that
some
one is
dark
stuck with me for, well, since it
Yeah.
happened, actually. Because I think it was my very first dying in my dream sleep.
Yeah.
Or dying in my dream.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever actually died in a dream.
Oh, I do that.
Really?
Yeah, my type
That's
of dream.
because you keep walking up to the snake man and going like, hey, and you're like, "Rrr."
I don't know, like when you, I think it's like part of like when you're a really vivid double dreamer and all the weird dream things I do, I think it's just like you just die
I don't know. Mine
sometimes.
always stop right before something like that actually happens.
Wow. Lucky devil.
I'm the chosen one.
I have an early dream. One of my earliest childhood memories is a nightmare involving clowns, which if you're new here, you might not know.
You love them.
I'm really uncomfy around clowns. That would be why.
Okay.
It goes back to early memories of a nightmare I had as a kid. Don't want to talk about it.
You want to talk about that one? You have to.
I don't want to because you guys will make fun of me.
No, I promise I won't make fun of you.
No,
I promise.
I told you about my fetishes tonight.
You tell everybody about
I know, right?
If Neil tells a dream that he doesn't want to tell, will you tell?
No, it's fun. It's not that exciting when I say it, but it was just scary. I was like really, really little. This is, like I said, one of my earliest memories, being killed by a clown with a wire hanger.
No.
Wow.
Like, who in the fuck in their right mind would make fun of you for that? Seriously.
Clown death.
Dude,
Clown.
that's creepy when you're an adult.
Yeah, it's creepy.
You know.
How did he, what was the hanger? Like hung you or?
Strangled.
No more wire hangers?
Not Mommy Dearest
Okay.
style, strangulation style.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. How old were you?
It's one of those things where I think I've talked about this on Spooky Slumber Party before. I had to have been about three, maybe
Wow.
4. It's like one of those because of I remember, and like my parents and my sister remember me talking about it. It's just one of those memories that's like, damn, that's like not usually something people remember stuff at that age, except when it's trauma.
Yeah, I don't even know if I knew, God, what death was.
Oh,
at
and you know
3
what
years
clown
old,
it was
you
that
know?
killed me? So this is
Ronald McDonald.
No, you would think, but it wasn't. Do you remember the
think.
clown that was on the ice cream cone box?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It was that guy. It was that
It was a
asshole.
bozo looking thing.
It was that asshole.
That asshole.
Yeah.
That cone asshole.
Yeah. Fucker.
Fucking sugar cone son of a bitch.
You know what? Maybe it's a past life thing. I don't think I'm supposed to
So,
trust
okay,
clowns.
I'm going to say 2 things.
Yeah.
The first one is, and they're, okay, this is an idea for a movie I've had for a long time.
This is
And if
okay.
you guys steal it, I'm going to kick everyone's booty. So, on a train.
Yeah.
But, and if you want to write it with me, let me know.
Yeah.
At 3 years old, how are you how do you know that there's something that wants to hurt you like that at 3 years old? Like, what have you experienced in your life to know that there's such a thing as death, that a clown would want to, and that you're afraid of a very specific thing that would cause that death, and then they would use a hanger to do it?
It's called trauma.
But what have you, as a 3-year-old, what have you experienced to have?
Oh my God, we're not having group therapy right now.
Okay.
We are not. not going there.
Okay, so you've actually had experience at that age already with something.
Not with clowns, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess that would be. I'm saying for most children, this is the movie idea that I had.
Okay.
Is that for most little children, they have nightmares of things, boogeymen and whatever it may be, that they've actually never seen or experienced, but yet they, for some reason, have these nightmares of things they're afraid of.
Yeah.
But they've never experienced any of this stuff to be afraid of it.
Right.
So where does that come from? Where does that experience come from to have that nightmare? And so the idea is in the movie to, there is a entity, a thing, a something that gets you when you're super young, that you're afraid of, that makes you have these nightmares. As you get older, you outgrow it. But what happens?
Not with clowns.
Right. But what happens if, when say you get older, you suddenly remember it somehow? Does it come back to get you again?
Okay.
Kind of thing. So it's like
you repress it because it could be like. Fear. Well, fear is a human emotion that we all it's just hardwired.
It is, but I'm saying it's a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old to have night terrors, to have these dreams about things you don't even have experience with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Isn't
creepy.
It kind of like
creepy.
the Jungian archetypes.
Yeah.
The what are they called? The known symbols or the universal symbols.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
They're things that we just know
to be afraid of.
Yeah.
That something with sharp teeth, something with
So, but I'm saying, what if it came to you in your dreams? Because it's almost like a Freddy Krueger meets it.
But it like follows you.
Right. It follows you, but then eventually you get to an age maybe where you can forget about it and it doesn't affect you as much anymore.
Or you're just not afraid of it anymore.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, but I'm saying, but then what happened? And then
I love the concept.
Yeah.
So,
and you've been talking about
it's almost like a fucked up.
You first approached me with this years ago, I think.
It's almost like a fucked up imaginary friend that like stays with you, and it's like, but you like forget about it, but it's like I'm still here.
Right.
And mine's a horrid clown. I love that people are putting, I mean, we can't really exactly read them, but people are putting their dreams in, so we will go back and read those.
We will go back and read them,
because I love hearing about that.
And Lewis was here, so.
Lewis!
You have not been here in a while.
Oh, and Doc Pretorius joined in.
Oh, and Doc too. Oh, there he is.
And then also, Laura said that I think she said she got her shot as well, and that she's cool, she's good to go.
Girl, so proud of you.
So,
thank you.
Do you guys want to hear my favorite dream ever?
Yeah.
And I can't believe I haven't told you guys this dream. I've talked about this. I swear to God, I've told it on the other podcast.
I'm sure you talked. Yeah, well, spooky summer party, of course.
So back many moons ago now, when I first read the George R.R. Martin books, as we know it, the Game of Thrones books, right? And I really loved them, and I just thought they were, they just sweep you up, and it's so amazing. And I had a dream that I was going to go to a book signing with George R.R. Martin. And I was super excited about it, but I was like running late from like work or something. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it in time. And I get to the bookstore and I'm like, oh my God, they're about to close. The line's gonna be so long. If you've ever been to a book signing, it can take so long to get your books signed. And I just like had my books and I was like, oh God, he's not gonna be there. I'm not gonna get to see him. And I saw an employee, and they're like, "Oh, are you here for the George R.R. Martin signing?" I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "He's back there. You're fine. Don't be worried." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So like, I go over there, and there's no line, and he's just like sitting there. And I was like, "Hi, I'm sorry. I know you're trying to get out of here. The event's almost over. I just wanted to tell you how much I love your books, and I think they're so wonderful, and I think you're great. And would you like maybe sign this for me?" And he's like, "You don't have to be in such a hurry." And like he turned around, so he was like wasn't facing me. And when he turned back, he had one of those like griddles that you can put on a countertop, and it was loaded with breakfast things. And he's like, he's like, "Are you hungry? Do you want like a pancake?" He's like, "Have a seat and we'll sit down and we'll just talk about books." And I was like, "Really?" So I had this like dream where George R.R. Martin made me breakfast.
Wow.
And we talked about his books.
Like, you must have been in heaven. You were.
It was great. It was definitely definitely one of those where I woke up and I'm like, that wasn't real.
You woke up and looked at Scott like, huh.
Bring back the
He's all, well, he's got the beard.
Yeah.
It's like the Highlander. There can be only one. One George R. R. Martin.
R. Martin.
That's my
Man.
favorite dream of all time.
All right, I hate those dreams though, where it's just such a good dream, and then you wake up and it's real life. Wah, wah.
Yep.
Ooh,
Lame.
I had another one week before last where I was attending an event and it was like the running of the bulls in Spain where they run through the streets. You guys are gonna love this. It was zombies. It was zombies.
Running of the zombies.
Yeah. And
Slow zombies or fast zombies?
Yes.
they were like medium speed zombies. Like they
Quick
were
walk.
a brisk
Power
pace.
walking.
Yeah.
Power walking zombies. But you had to like get, like if you were going to participate, like you had to go to like where all these churches and churchyards and stuff were, because that makes them more scary, right? Because they're all going to like come out of their graves.
Oh, okay.
And I
cool.
remember just being like, I'm just going to watch. And I did. And I like just climbed to the top of this cathedral. and-
Really? You didn't participate?
No.
Wow.
And I remember because it was one of those things where my dream was trying to like make me participate, but I was lucid dreaming to be like, I'm good. I'm just going to watch up here and not get sucked into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Oh.
screw you, dream.
I think I saw somebody in there put in sleep paralysis. I've had some sleep paralysis as well. I used to sleepwalk too.
Wow.
And I do occasionally sleep sit up, which is real creepy and possessed looking.
Yeah, I would imagine. Jesus, Scott, you need to turn on here. Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who has seen Paranormal Activity, that is my life.
You knew this already.
Yeah, she has literally stood on the side of the bed, just
Oh,
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 Jesus.
fuck
Yeah.
that.
yeah. It's
Sorry.
it's not. Yeah, don't love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
10
God.
0 out of 10 would not recommend. Oh my God, I just see at the top, George R. Griddle Cakes! Oh my God, Hungry, you're a genius.
Scott, so when you like wake up and just see Sandra standing there, you like,
It's like it happens all the time,
Do you,
people.
do you reach for your knife?
yeah,
right?
exactly. I was like, do you like start whacking her with whatever's nearby, or?
I would recommend just ignoring me.
I'm not allowed to keep weapons within arm's reach of the bed.
Probably
Or-
smart.
Because of the cat. Oh, because of me.
Yeah.
But what if she was a zombie?
I guess I'd be dead.
Scott would be
When
in
I'm
trouble.
a zombie, show no mercy.
Man.
No,
Dude.
I want you guys to keep me like in Shaun of
Shaun
the
of the
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah, just keep me here.
Just give
I'm
your
like,
games
PlayStation
with you?
controller.
Yeah. We've already got the
just
Atari.
chain her up
Yeah.
right there.
So what do you, I'm
This is
telling you
it.
guys all my
Okay.
dreams.
I've got some. Let's see. No.
No.
No, not that one. Come on, I like told you guys things.
Okay. Okay. This one is dated July 17th, 2005. I'm staying at a hotel. Neil is in the street doing tricks on his motorcycle. The hotel across the street. Wait, the hotel is across the street from a zoo, and I'm walking through it, and all the animals are getting checkups from the staff.
Oh my God, that's adorable! That's an adorable dream. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
I used to have
His
one.
own
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Did you tricks on it?
No.
He was very safe.
Oh my God, could you imagine if you did? And then it was like,
I'd
you're
kill
like,
myself,
You're like,
probably.
I can't go back to those days, you guys. Evil Knievel over here. Fuck.
All right. Wait. Where is?
Did I jump over like 100 buses? That'd be really cool.
Like 100.
100 buses?
And you
Okay.
would like do the swing your legs over the handlebars thing. And
This is the last one I'm going to share, and it's kind of a long one. So this one is August 13th, 2005. And I'm only going to use initials for people in this one. So
names to protect identities.
sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
It was Mandra and Triel. It's like, that's our names. It's dreaming about us.
M called to see if I wanted to come hang out. M is a girl. I say yes, and I go to my old house on St. Mary's Place. I said it would come up again, to find a bike. I was in the garage, and there were at least 10 bikes, but all the tires are flat. I finally find one and I can ride and decide to bring the clothing I was planning to sell at a garage sale. I drape all of the clothing over the handlebars, and it's stacked up over my hand can reach. So I'm kind of balancing. Lost my place. I'm cutting through a park, and the clothes keep falling off the handlebars, and I have to constantly stop to pick them up. CS walks by. CS is a woman that I used to book her movie theater.
C.S. Lewis.
CS walks by with her son Jay and tells me what movies she wants booked for the following week.
Oh my God, I'm busy.
My bike gets a flat. I'm with someone, and we're almost through the park. He tells me all I have to do is make it through, and I will become a Jedi. I finally get to M, but she's already with someone else. I end up looking at bedroom sets and a Macy's catalog.
What?
I love that.
Wow.
And this is what I wrote down, like right after.
Right, it's just stream of consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
and it's so funny because sometimes like things are like, I swear to God, this was scary or this was cool, and like I'm saying it and it sounds dumb.
I know. I don't care. I just like I wish I had become a Jedi.
Why did you were so close?
And I wish M wasn't busy.
You were
So close, man.
And now you got to use a catalog. You don't even have the internet. It's so sad.
It wasn't even the lingerie section. I was looking at bedroom sets.
I need a new duvet.
Lewis has a good little, he said for that motorcycle thing, Caleb.
Yeah.
He said evil Keneal. Clever, Lewis, clever.
Nice.
Clever.
Nice.
Clever.
Well, okay, so now you have to go.
So here's my problem.
You're going to end the show.
Here's my problem. I can only remember one dream, believe it or not. And I don't know how.
We got to work on your REM.
I know, I don't know.
Does it take place on a train?
I don't think so.
Because I think I've heard this one.
Well, so the funny thing is, like, when I used to sleep on Neil's floor.
That sounds really bad.
To protect him.
You didn't have another bed.
Oh.
You used to wake up and tell me these wonderful dreams, and you were always like, "Oh, it's like this would make a great movie, and this would,
Yeah.
You used to be a dreamer.
And you'd tell me all about him, and you're like, "Yeah, that sounds really cool."
And I got married.
And then,
Wow.
Yeah.
Fine woman, you leave her out of
But I
this.
do remember this one. I think if it's the one you're.
Yeah, it's
going
probably.
to- You should tell
Just
it.
tell it.
Tell it.
All right.
Come on, tell it.
Tell it. 'Cause
Okay.
and then this is it. We're ending the show on this.
Okay. I apologize as usual in advance, but
Okay, this was just a dream, people.
it's just a dream. Just a dream. Okay, so I can't remember exactly everything, but I think I was on the set of a porn movie.
Okay.
A pornographic
Did it look
film.
like this, where we are now?
No, I feel like
Was this the model for that dream?
I feel like it was in
I
like
kind
a.
of want to get off this couch.
Too late, you're stuck to it.
I am literally stuck to it.
I feel like it was more like a bathroom setting, maybe, or something like tile. I can't remember exactly, but Michael J. Fox was in the dream, in the set
Okay.
as the lead actor, I guess you would say. So
The lead
the
performer.
scene comes around where Michael has to release his appendage so that the young woman who is participating in the movie, must begin the oral.
She was just some rando?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
known that I can. At least I
Okay.
can't remember, but she was going to perform fellatio on Mr. Fox Jr.
Relations.
Yes.
Yes.
So when he releases his appendage,
Sure.
it is extremely long. Extremely long.
Like, how long?
Like,
6 feet?
if not longer, but yeah, 6 feet's a good term.
He's only
Good.
like 5'5".
Right, so he's a little guy, but
This is alarming.
his appendage is
Yeah.
quite large.
Okay. His anatomy.
And it was a fair girth. so he
Dennis
so,
Quaid, on a scale of Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
yeah, it was 8 out of 10 Dennis Quaids. Yeah. So
We're with you.
on the
We're
Quaid
with
meter. So anyway, so he has to put it into the young lady's mouth. And so it becomes like a soft serve kind of thing.
Like Dairy Queen? Oh my God! Like Foster's Cream?
If you get what I'm doing.
Yeah, we're with you. We're with you.
In the poor girl's mouth with the cheeks. And that's about it. That's all I remember.
No.
So if you remember any more than that.
Nope. That's about it.
So I don't
I think
understand the
up,
dream.
I think we woke up. You told me it, and we were both just like, "What the fuck?"
Okay. I don't
know where to go. No.
What does that mean? You think?
Let me look at our notes.
Is there one?
Yeah, losing teeth, falling. No, that
Scott,
one's
what do you
not
say,
on there.
Scott?
I think it means I can't do this show with you anymore.
Okay. Well, I've producer Scott is forever.
That is amazing.
That's hilarious.
That is amazing.
We were 18, 19 at the time.
I don't remember exactly
somewhere around
now,
there.
But yeah. So, but that's the only
Yeah.
thing that has stuck with me for this whole time because it was bizarre.
It's awesome.
don't
I
know
was
what it
sleeping on
means.
his floor for this dream too. So.
Oh, right. Did you give him a pillow or anything? Or was he just...
Yeah, I got a pillow and a blanket.
It was a piece of wood he could put his head on, and then some newspapers. He was good. He was fine.
Oh, poor. I
Caleb
would
was
have.
good.
I would have found you a nicer place.
It's where I wanted to be.
Did you have to
No, it's where I wanted to be.
Did you have to
I didn't
guard
want
him?
I didn't want to be at home.
Did you have to guard him from his enemies?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
This is before he
my
had the skeleton
official
army.
title was bodyguard.
Yeah. This is before he had the skeleton army and the moat and all that. This is way.
No, I hadn't made it yet. Yeah, exactly.
You hadn't made it.
I hadn't arrived.
You hadn't made it on the reptilian elite.
Stuntman bodyguard.
Definitely stomach. You were doing all the tricks on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Caleb Evil.
Anyway, that's
good one.
it.
Thank you for sharing it.
That was
I know
awesome.
you didn't want to, but
Yeah,
I think it's a.
It's a hilarious
I think
dream.
that's why you can't remember any of your other dreams. What can
peaked.
top that?
You peaked.
Yeah.
You're right.
They all fail in comparison.
No. You peaked. That was it.
I mean, the actual like mental image that you created for me, just telling me about the dream, I can only imagine what that was like living it.
Living it, yes.
Can
Mike?
you have soft serve to this day?
You know what? I can have lots of it, actually.
Surprising enough, no effect.
As long as it's
About 6 feet
froyo.
of it?
Yeah.
6 feet, yep. all
Peachy
soft
soft serve.
with sprinkles and.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
That's not. I don't.
Michael J.
yeah.
Fox. Out of everyone, Michael J. Fox. I don't know.
There he is. And he. Poor Michael. Don't sue us,
Poor
Michael J.
Michael.
Fox. Do us a favor and don't sue us for that. We gotta go. It's time to go.
It's time to go. Time to write this dream episode off.
Time to go catch some Z's.
Thanks, guys. What's next week?
Oh, next week is my pick.
Yes.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Ready.
Dun, 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 dun.
We are going to be watching. Wait, I did this with you. I had to rock, paper, scissors, Neil. No, I won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won. We are going to be watching The Devil's Backbone.
Devil's Backbone. Really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never seen
Cool.
this. So.
Devil's Backbone. That's going to be fun. Bone.
B.
Yeah, not Michael J. Fox front bone.
No, not that one.
Backbone.
Michael J.
Soft serve.
Fox.
Yeah,
Okay.
The back.
that's your homework.
That's our homework. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Go to the
Thank you,
movies.
everybody.
Go see
Get
some
vaccinated.
movies.
Saw. Spiral.
We're going to talk about it. Go watch Spiral so you and I can talk about it next week.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Enoch. Thank you, Mark Visions Truth. Thank you, Hungry Boy. Hugh Jackman. Thank you, Liz Lamar. Thank you, Miss Unity Buff. Laura. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Roy Vince. Thank you, Macy, Lewis, and Dr. Pretorius.
And Todd just dropped in.
Todd! That's why we're leaving.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd. Bye, Todd.
We miss you, Todd.
Love you, Todd.
Any of you lurkers, like and subscribe.